EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete to Kelce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mahomes got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Yellow.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Mahomes now on the sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll go down at the 28. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, he's going to have the hook up to QT. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Go!
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 65 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's Hill, complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. You gon' take. You got take. You got take right there. Bang, 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 bang.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Don't be scared of it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. That his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a push. Williams loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They begin with a run by Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw. Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, hey, hey. You got three. You got yellow, yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's at the 30, 10. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
57, 65, 26.
Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. That good for 22 and a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Now he's forced out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 2-yard line.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, G.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And Thomas has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now Bell. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Now it's Darnold. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Ficken's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Elliott. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Antoine Woods in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Prescott now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Prescott buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed. Where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now this throw caught left side. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Bell. "23 yards the pickup there." Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to...
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Stay with your man. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Wide. Get wide. Right side.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. 13. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You got nothing. 11. SOS.
Now Mostert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, high 7.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Undercross. 11. 13. Hey, Alpha. Mike 50. Watch the screen. Hey,
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
12. Smooth.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunky yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
21. Here we go. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I know he ain't got it.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, go ahead.
This is Mostert. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch out.
Here's Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
21. Right there. 21. 54, Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Quick the edge. Come.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Quentin Jefferson. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. That one going to be complete to David Moore. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. That incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Yeah. going up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Touch the outlet. Watch the pass.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Throwing is Jackson.
What's going on, man?
Right.
Run me
He'll
just
try and
Lamar.
run it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Big treat.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
From the 27, Tannehill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We played to win. Let's go. Ready? 54 miles. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Jackson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1 man in the backfield. That's Ingram on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Titans nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Off play action, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
22 yards there, a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready? 10 logo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's caught. Smith.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready? 91.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Tannehill throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, Tannehill. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Joseph now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, it's Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill goes underneath for Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. This one caught by Davis and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You get
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's Jackson, flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second and very short, Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Ingram. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Ingram again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, You can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 54 Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Ingram, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. On 2nd and goal, Jackson, and that's a touchdown late in this affair.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Get it.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Got a man. It's Brown. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 58 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Titans 16.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's got room. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 20.